call it swag, some call it cockiness, some call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. To throw on first down, using the quick game. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better?
Wide open spaces. He's at the 20. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas. And the Hogs have put up the first touchdown of the game, and Rule Pig.
Rule Pig going nuts in the stands. Great fan base. They get excited. And you get out to the lead early, putting that score on the board, they are going nuts.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll try the outside to the left.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Now they'll try the right side. Turning it on. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
I love this because you got second and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get third and manageable. Nice job getting a run, not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on third down.
He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
I That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Quick completion to the right. At the 35, he's loose. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert.
Breaks into the open. Headed to the end zone. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. Extra point here will tie the game. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
No, so many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? And it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Makes a move. Gets it out to the 44, and he's out of bounds, and now this offense has spectacular field position. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Quickly complete. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Now on first down from the 43. They'll try the run. Moving into the open space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
Wow, what an impressive-looking run. You think back to some of the greatest rushing offenses in the SEC in recent years. Remember that offense that had Darren McFadden and Felix Jones both in the backfield, sometimes taking wildcat snaps? Nobody could stop them. This dude, I think, could have broken his way into that rotation with his ability. This guy's sick.
And that's where quarterbacks, you know, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Might be calling a hot route. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quick strike complete. They stop him right at the 25-yard line. That's well short of the first down. Certainly in field goal range, but let's see what they do here.
Really good job by the defense, understanding third down, the situation of the game. I play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first and now forcing a fourth down.
That thing would have hit a spring in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Makes the grab. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. With the catch, it's Etienne. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get the third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice game, popped one, got a 1st down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down the throat on 2nd down?
And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the 1st quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Buckeyes! A great catch and run for 6.
Man, he's off to a good start this year. That's already his 3rd receiving touchdown. We're only 4 games into the season. I love how they line him up all over the field, and as the season goes on, they're going to keep being more and more creative with how they get this guy the ball.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Clemson is putting on a show offensively. It feels like this one was over when they touched Howard's Rock. They're up by 21 over SMU. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Razorbacks are in the hurry-up. They'll move the tight end.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And the Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. The offense changing the play. They'll try to get it through the air. Gets rid of it. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
What a great job by this defense. You get 3rd down stop, and you're like, yes, put my hand in the air, 4th down, force a punt. They go for it, and you get a stop and set your offense up in great field position already. Nice job by this defense.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. These DBs going to give a little cushion to the ground with the back. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, and they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for them.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Arkansas ready to send out this offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
The Razorbacks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quarterback making checks. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. Runs through the tackle. He'll get it out to the 14 before going out of bounds. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Third and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. A run for the quarterback. Turning it on. He rolls all the way up to the 40-yard line before going out of bounds in this running game, making an impact.
I'll tell you what, dude, in today's football, I'm not starting a team without a guy that can do that at the quarterback spot. You see it. He hits the gas, pulls it down quickly, and just goes. Whether he's reading something, whether he's throwing, he is always a threat to run the football. He completely changes the way you play defense.
Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Razorbacks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Gets the back moving. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
The Razorbacks come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. At the 40, there he goes. Breaks away on the left. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
And sometimes you go, man, what a play by that guy. He carried people, or he broke tackles, or his speed, and that time I'm like, Palmer, where is the defense?
I think it's too many guys being selfish, David. I think it's guys getting out of their gap. Everyone's trying to be a me guy, a hero, get the stat, maybe get the sack, get upfield, but you've got to play team defense. 11 guys doing their job. They did not get it done there.
A first down run on the doorstep. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Razorbacks! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll leave it with him. Breaks into the open. Past the first down marker and still running. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. They'll ride the hot hand. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. And his throw is incomplete.
How nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. They're snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Good timing on the quick out. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job on the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. From the gun. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch. Converts on 4th down. Is still on his feet. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Yeah, and that is so frustrating because he did the right thing. He got the first down, got past the sticks, but didn't do the most important thing and take care of the football, and that goes right back now to the defense.
And a great job, David, by the defense not quitting on the play, right? Of course, they saw him getting the first down, but they were still pursuing. They still got hats to the ball. They were able to rip it away, and that is a huge game-changing, momentum-changing type play now.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10. And the Razorbacks want to move quickly. They're going to ride this running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Using his feet. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Brings up 3rd down.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Got the first down and still on his feet. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Making side adjustments here. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. A shot toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Razorbacks will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Etienne. And the returner will be dragged down. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too.
There he goes. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
And some room to work. There he goes. The 40. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. The short hands, it's Etienne. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man quickly. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. Got enough space. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And they take it in for 6 more points. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Pitt looks like a bunch of world beaters right now. I'm not sure I've ever seen this offense look this crisp. They're up by 21 over Georgia Tech. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. Makes it past the marker. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. The Razorbacks come to the line in the hurry-up.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to...
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Behind the to change now on 2nd and long. They go to the ground. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Yeah, nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
He wants to change this route. On the move. Got enough for the first down. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
How loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Trying to keep this drive alive. Turning it on. At the 30. 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll get this drive going from the 17. A designed run for the quarterback. Got a little space. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. And the Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Floats it out in space. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Breaks into the open. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
They'll go to the ground. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down at the 38-yard line and a big pickup of 15 yards there. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So 1st down will open up the final period. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on 1st down. Extending the play. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The Razorbacks can really attack on this 2nd and short.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And the Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And after the extra point, the lead is now down to 4, 35-31. So after getting into the end zone in that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he is brought down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. RPO complete to open the drive. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Creates a little room. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And he's shown you a little bit of everything today. Shows you why he's a really good back. And the line's paved some holes. And he's right at 99 yards. And the way this game's going with the lead, he's going to get a few more touches, break that century mark. And when you do, you have a great chance of winning football games.
And the Buckeyes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. The give to the tailback. It'll be a 1st down as he gets it to the 24-yard line.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
Snap to the back. Bounding over his man. Tackle was made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Back to pass. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Wants to throw on first down. He's got him. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got some room, heading to the goal line. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Great example of complementary football there. First, the defense comes away with the takeaway, and then offensively, you go to the ground game, being physical at the point of attack, running it in for a touchdown, and now you have the lead with not a lot of time left. They've now put all the pressure back on their opponent.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Ohio State offense onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the right. There he goes. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. From the gun, running back gets to give. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
First down, operating in the red zone and doing it in a den of noise. Give to the running back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
And here we go. Down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. He did not get there, and they'll have to give up the football, and they might have just seen this game slip away. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Quarterback making adjustments. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Gets it out quickly. Open space at the 25. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. They want to run this quarterback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the big tight end on the corner route. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the 1st down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
Got his man on the outside. At the 35, he's got room. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the 4th quarter. You got to lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on 1st down. Better job on 2nd down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man,